All right, so this leads us to where we can access Gemini. So this might seem pretty generic and seem pretty basic for most of us, but if you're new to Gemini and you haven't actually experienced and used Gemini, this might not be something that just rolls off the tongue and you might just not go, oh yeah, that's where I go to access Gemini. So let's have a look at some of the different ways that you can access Gemini. Now, just like all of the AIs out there, there's several different ways that you can access Gemini. The first one is obviously through our web browser. And I would say, personally, this is my preference. I know I am here talking about technology and, I'm going to hold my phone up just here and, yeah, it's a Google Pixel. All right. I'm not the best when it comes to actually using this as effectively as I could. It's probably something I could definitely work on more, but I am definitely somebody that does love a desktop, a laptop, a tablet, something like that. I like that web browser interface myself. I think it's just to do with size and being able to access things. But if that's something that you like I can, you can head over to gemini.google.com. And that is where you'll be able to access Gemini. And that's how we're going to access Gemini tonight as part of our demo. You can also obviously access Gemini on your phone. So if you have Android, you just head over to the Play Store. If you have an Apple device, all right, you are able to access Gemini there as well. So you can just head over to those various stores, the App Store or the Play Store, and you'll be able to download Gemini. Just log in. You will need a Google account for all of these. Obviously, you will be able to use this without signing in, but I would encourage you to have a Google account just so some of those different things that you might have used might be remembered. I'm going to say might there because it does depend on whether or not you are a free or a paying customer, the level of this. So just be aware that sometimes things might disappear. All right, the third way that you can access Gemini is actually through a fantastic array of Google Workspace integrations. And this is just continuing to grow. And this one, again, might be subject to your school, your department, your district kind of guidelines and what they allow you to access when it comes to using Gemini. I do know in my particular context that I can see Gemini now in pretty much all of my Google Workspace products that I can access. So we can now see that there is Gemini being embedded into Google Docs, Gmail, Google Slides, Google Sheets, Google Classroom. All right. And that is definitely something that might be available to you. It might not be available to you. So just be aware that you might not have Gemini in Google Classroom, but these integrations are absolutely amazing. All right. And they are going to help you so much, especially if you are prompting and creating in Gemini. And then we can actually incorporate some of these different Google Workspace products into our planning to make us a little bit more efficient and effective as an educator. So there are our three main ways to access Gemini: through the web browser, through our mobile app, and then obviously we have that Google Workspace integration, which is now available.